Are you ready to surprise your teen by smiling? They're going to wonder what you're up to, but as a professional psychologist, I can tell you that there is some strategy behind that I'll help you out with. I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins, a clinical psychologist with over 30 years of experience working with teenagers, and there are some reasons why the smile is a really good strategic approach for you to take as a parent. Let's look into the rationale and get some strategies for how to apply it. I think it's going to help to understand a little bit about teen, adolescent psychology. They're already at this phase of life going through a lot of emotional turbulence, and some of that includes insecurity about where they fit, how they fit, whether they're liked or not, whether people approve of them or not. It's like they've got this hypersensitive radar going on, and they pick up on very subtle clues that they get from their parents and other people around them. A smile is something that doesn't happen as often as it probably should for teens, and that's why it's something that we can leverage to our advantage as parents. Not because we're trying to manipulate them, but because they need to get positive feedback from us, that they are liked, that they are approved of, that they are doing some good in this world, that they fit. A smile can communicate all of those things very quickly. Now, you might be thinking as I introduce this, well, it depends on what kind of smile. Did you have that thought? Because I did. Some smiles are kind of like, and you can tell it's fake. Smiles have to be real. You can tell when they're pasted on. So if I take a moment to think about something that I'm pleased with or happy about. Okay, I'm thinking about my grandkids. And this is genuine, okay? If I paste a smile on, it looks uncomfortable, it looks awkward. So practice it enough that you get a feel for how to bring that natural smile to your face. Think about things that are pleasant. Now, what about your teenager? A lot of times when we think about our teenagers, we're thinking about the problems that we're having with them. What if you were to shift up that thinking a little bit to focus on some things that you're really pleased about and bring that natural smile to your face? I have to tell you about an experience I had with a family I was working with. There were two teenagers in this family who had had some turbulent times with mom and dad. Mom chose on purpose to do a 5-day experiment where she would just smile. That's the only thing she was going to do differently. Just bring a smile to her face as she's talking to her kids. Hey, good to see you, as they come home from school with a smile. Now, you might think that that's kind of simplistic or too easy. Well, she did it first as well. She tried it for 5 days. It had an amazing effect on the relationship that was between her and her children. When I said earlier that this video is about smiling, surprise your teen by smiling, they're going to wonder what you're up to. They did at first, but she kept it up for 5 days. And then they're like, something's different. Something has changed. And it brought a whole new dimension to their family culture. Just give this a try. Make it genuine. Give it a 5-day experiment if you want to try the same thing that my other client did. I've got a few more ideas for you about this smiling that you're going to find powerful. I want to know what your experience has been too. Have you tried this? What makes you smile? What impact do you see in your kids when you try it? Go to the comments below and share your experience. Let's start a conversation about this. Smiling has some interesting psychological impacts. It communicates almost subconsciously, I'm in control. I'm good. I know what's going on. It conveys confidence in a lot of ways. When you're upset, when you're frowning, especially when you're yelling, it communicates exactly the opposite. I'm out of control. I don't know what's going on here. I don't have a handle on this. Which message serves you best as you practice positive parenting? Let's get to the confidence of the smile. When parents are smiling, kids are thinking. Here's part of what makes this really effective. You do not wait for your teen to change something before you're willing to smile. That puts way too much burden on your teenager to take care of how you feel. You're choosing to do this. It's a strategic move. It's something that you want to do as part of installing that new family culture. I've put together another video for you that you'll want to watch next. It's called 5 Things That Every Parent of a Teenager Should Know. You can click on it right here. Let's expand this conversation and get you the tools that you need to be a better parent.